Welcome back to the Mulberry Book Drop.
How is it December already?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh my gosh, this last month has gone by so quickly.
Flown.
It's been fun though, hasn't it?
Oh, so much fun.
I don't know how many of you have been around the city of Mulberry for the holidays, but it is always just the best time.
Yes, we have had so many things going on. We had story time with Santa last week, and that was so much fun.
The kids looked so cute.
We had a fantastic turnout. There was cookies. There was apple juice. I mean, how much better can it get? Oh, except that Santa and Mrs. Claus brought candy canes for everybody. And it was so sweet. It was a great time. We're very thankful that Santa took the time out of his very busy schedule to come visit us here in Mulberry.
I love that. You know where else there was cookies?
Where?
At the Cookie Walk.
Ooh.
Yeah, they changed it up a little bit this year. So they did over at the New Gem Theater. I don't know how much longer we can call it new, but it's still kind of the first year of it being officially open again. And so the tree lighting, it happened over at the theater this year. So they had like the high school choir sang, and there was a whole thing, and then they lit the tree, and then all these businesses in the chamber, they handed out cookies so people could walk around the little downtown area and collect all the cookies.
Oh, how fun.
It was really nice. And I brought the dog because, Paws of Mulberry, and Norbert likes to go places with us. And one of the kids that was there, like this kid came up and goes, "Can I make a recommendation for next year?" And I was like, "Sure, bud, what's that?" And he's like, "There needs to be a table with dog cookies."
Oh, that would be so cute.
I know. So, little idea for next year, but it was really fun. And I think next year is going to be even better. So, cookies, hot chocolate, it's the holidays.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, try to top it, you can't. Well, this past weekend, you and I both were in the parade.
Yeah, we were.
And we had the Christmas Village. Do you want to talk about that?
It was so fun. And oh my gosh, we borrowed the Jeeps from this fantastic company in Bartow. They loaned us 3 Jeeps, so we got to drive those, and we had our commissioners with us. And it's just so fun being able to drive in the parade, and you're like waving at people, and they're yelling to the commissioner, and they're yelling to us because, their kids know us. And it's so much fun. Like, I spotted some of our teens. I spotted some of our regulars that come in, and, everybody was just so excited and happy. And the Christmas Village is awesome.
Oh, I mean,
crafts and food and
so much food.
Yes.
Oh, so many taco stands. And, there were so many cupcakes and cookies, and oh, it was so good. I'm a huge fan of authentic tacos, and I just ate my heart out.
Yeah. I love that. My dad got to go this year because he was visiting. And so him and my one son, they were watching the parade and stuff. And I guess my son after was like, "Hey," he's like, "Pop, you want to go get some s'mores?" And my dad's like, "What?" Because you know how they always do the bonfire.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so they went over and got their s'mores. And, my dad was really impressed. He thought it was cool because they also had the pony rides.
Oh, that's right. And the train. The train. You guys went on the train.
Maybe I went on the train. We kind of didn't want to get off. So I don't know if any of you saw us, but 4 of us library girls were in the caboose, and we were laughing, and it was a good time.
I was standing at our booth, and all of a sudden I just hear some people like, "Hey, hey," screaming. And so my director and I turn around, and it's them on the train living their best lives.
We were. This city is just so great. I mean, I don't think everybody walking around there had a big smile on their face.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Everybody comes up and tells us how much fun they're having. And it's just so fun to be a part of it.
Oh, 100%.
I'm excited to get into the new year. I do always find that to be it's kind of like when you get a new calendar, a new journal, right? There is something very refreshing about it. But at the same time, this stuff is so fun that you almost don't want it to end.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
Yeah. We had a nice lunch with the city, and just, I don't know. This is a great town.
It is.
It's awesome. Well, so today we're going to do something a little different. You guys have been listening to Sarah and I talk about what we've been reading for 6 months now?
Yeah.
I think.
Wow.
So we thought it would be fun to ask you guys, what was your favorite book from 2021? So today we're actually going to be sharing that with you guys. So we just thought it would be a little fun thing. We had A few of you sent us emails, and some of you filled out the paper that we had at our desk in the library. So thank you for taking part in this. So we are going to go through some of those today.
Yeah, and if there's something that you want us to talk about or share on the podcast, please feel free to contact us. You can contact us at themulberrylibrary@gmail.com. We use that email a lot for the podcast messages, so we are going to be better about checking those messages. But
Probably by we mean Sarah.
But we absolutely love feedback. We love ideas and any new ideas that we can have, especially for the podcast, because we feel like this is our baby. And we absolutely love that you guys are listening. And it's just so much fun. So anything that you like to add, please let us know.
Definitely. Yeah. And if there's something you want us to focus on for an episode, maybe you have kids or you have teens and you're trying to get some new ideas, and, maybe you have a fun game that you want us to kind of play on here. Like one of my favorite podcasts, they always do like 3 books you love, 1 book you hate, like, some of those kind of fun things. So, if there's something you guys want to hear, definitely let us know. So we would absolutely be up for that. So do you want to reveal our first one here? We're going to try not to make too much noise with the paper, guys, so bear with us. We tried not to look at these before we started.
All right, so our first
I feel like we need a drum roll.
So this is Bill, and his favorite title of 2021 was In the Woods by Tana French. Did I say her first name right?
Yeah, that was one of our book club books.
Oh, okay. And best non-thing that you can find at the library is having a better connection with the Mulberry community.
Oh, Bill, I love that.
Absolutely love. Oh, that's fantastic.
That's so great. And so I know him pretty well. He's been coming to my book clubs now for a while. And one of the things that comes up a lot during book club is how amazing it is to read outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really fun sometimes, especially as an adult, because you think you know what you love, what you hate. Like you feel like you're so set in your ways, and then all of a sudden you read this book and maybe you're like, I wasn't expecting to like that, or oh my goodness, So that's been really fun. I love that. That book surprises me, but it was a good read, and that was a really good discussion.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay, here, I'm going to do the next one. So we have, Miss Kylie. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly because Kylie loves manga and graphic novels, but she wrote Junji Ho's Spiral, and apparently this is a manga. So
you did really well. I'm convinced.
We're going to pretend I said that correctly, and if I didn't, I apologize. And her favorite non-book thing that she finds at the library, I thought she would have said coworkers, but she said fine. Nintendo Switch games.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Love it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that come in for the Switch games. They get excited about those.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. All right, so our next person up is Stephanie. And Stephanie's favorite title of 2021 was The Testaments, which is Margaret Atwood, so the sequel to Handmaid's Tale. And her favorite best non-book thing that you can find at the library are our seeds.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we have a huge seed library. So I absolutely love that people come and check it out and plant them at home and grow things.
That's so cool, Stephanie. Thank you.
Yes.
And I don't know if you read the book or listened to it, but if you are ever interested in going through it again, I have to say the audiobook for that one blew my mind. Yeah. I think I talked about that on here once before, possibly. I think so. Or I talked to you about it.
Maybe.
At the desk.
I mean, I don't know if you guys can believe this, but we actually talk about books a lot.
Like all the time. Yeah.
It's almost like
our relationship is literally built on books.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one I have is from Linda, and her favorite book from this year was Virgin River, and that's by Robyn Carr, and that is a series. So if you're not familiar with it, they did the Netflix series on it. So this was also one we had done for book club, and we had so much fun discussing it, and a lot of them loved it. Some of them were rereading it. Some of them, it was their first time, and they went on and read the entire series.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So her favorite non-book thing at the library, though, crafts.
Oh, love. Oh,
I love that. We started an adult craft club, so if you are interested, we meet the third Friday. Oh my goodness, I almost said the wrong thing. Third Friday every month from about 10 until 12 a.m.
And when I tell you, they have a blast. We can hear them laughing and having a good old time, and then we all kind of get jealous because we're not in there with them, but then they come out and they just show us what they've been working on, and it's just also beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right, so our next person is Brittany, and Brittany's favorite title was The Restaurant by Pamela Kelley, which I actually have not heard that one.
No, I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah. And best non-book thing that you can find at your library are awesome librarians to talk to. Well, we love talking to you too, Brittany.
Oh, that is our favorite thing about our job.
Yes. And we're very good at talking. Clearly.
All right. I'm going to share one that my friend actually texted me the other day. This is from Amanda. And when I had asked her what her favorite book was from this year, she actually gave me two, but she said The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is by V.B. Schwab. And then the other one was The Four Winds by Kristin Hannah. So one of them is more like kind of like a fantasy thing. It was really good. And I did listen to that one on audio, and it was a very interesting story. That was the Addie LaRue one. And the other one is more historical fiction. It takes place during like the Dust Bowl and stuff. So that was interesting. It's a good one.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick up our next person, and this is Chris. We have actually quite a few Chris's that come to the library, but Chris's favorite title of 2021 was The Last Apothecary by Sarah Penner.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, that was a good book.
Yeah, I actually started reading that book, but for some reason I didn't finish it, and it's not because I didn't like it, so I'm going to come back to this book, but I look forward to finishing it.
I think you'll like it.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, I really do. That was a good one. That's a good one. All right, we have another Linda here. And, oh, how funny. She also selected Virgin River, but she actually put two books. She's got another one here. It was Mallory's Oracle, and that's another series that we tried during my afternoon book club. That's by Carol O'Connell. And that was interesting. That was the one that took place around Gramercy Park. Do you remember me telling you about the park that you have to have the key for?
Yes.
That one.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was an interesting series.
All right, well, I'm going to share your other friend that texted.
Oh, okay.
And her name is Sarah, and I think that's a great name. I could be biased, but her favorite book is The Rose Code by Kate Quinn.
Oh, that's the author that did the Alice Network.
Oh, yeah. You really like that one.
I did.
Have you read this one?
Not yet. Either. I think that one might be on my TBR list. So if it's not, I'll make sure I add it because I know I looked at it when it first came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She does a lot of historical fiction. So if you like historical fiction, Kate Quinn's definitely one to check out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do one, and I think you know who this is.
I do. That's why I didn't pick it up.
Okay. Hi, Miss Nancy. Okay, so she really enjoyed The Seven Sisters. It was a book series that we tried out. It's by Lucinda Riley, and that was super interesting. That one, it took place in South America, and it was pretty cool. We really enjoyed talking about that one. And then she also listed Jan Moran, who I'm not familiar with, so I'm going to have to look that one up, and we'll take a peek and see what we can find by her. And then for like non-book thing that she loves, it says, I really enjoy the Read a Latte get-together at 10 a.m. on the first Friday of every month. I also love seeing all the ladies and their smiling faces. We love your face too. And of course, I'm partial to my precious granddaughter, Sarah.
I love my mama so much. She is
we
so
love
sweet.
her too.
She's so funny. I had to go into their book club yesterday, actually, to grab a computer. And it's always awkward when you walk into a room because everybody stares at you. And as I was leaving, Bethany was like, this one's trouble. And I said, my mama, never. And my mama just started laughing. And she is just so funny. I love her.
And she has the best laugh.
Yes. And when I talk about her or talk to her, I start getting really Southern. And I'm like, where did this come from?
She's so fun. She's so fun.
All right. So our next person is Trisha. And Trisha loved Untamed by Glennon Doyle. And Trisha's best non-book thing at the library said, super friendly and helpful team of librarians. And the Nintendo Switch games are pretty cool, too.
Oh, I love that.
I'm feeling the love.
I really am, too. That's also a good book. I read a lot this year, in case you haven't noticed. But that's nonfiction. But I really enjoyed that one, too. All right, guys, we have one more, and this is from our friend Jennifer, and she said her favorite in 2021 is The Book of Lost Names by Kristin Harmel, and this is actually on my list, Jennifer. I have not read this one yet, but I love the cover. You would recognize it if you saw it.
Would I? Okay.
Yes, yeah, because it was on the new shelf for a while. And then favorite non-book at library are Amazing Librarians.
I promise you we did not pay these people.
No, but I don't know. We might be hiring one of her kids soon because every time we check them out, she's always helping me.
Yes. Okay, so I am kind of going off the books.
Okay.
We're in December, and I have a question for you.
Okay.
Because I know you're reading a book right now. What book number are you on?
Okay.
You don't have to share if you don't want to, but I want to know. And the people want to know.
I was going to do a big reveal next month when I'm officially done with the year.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay. On my lunch break today, I officially posted the picture and review for my 200th book. Yeah.
I'm silently clapping right now.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It is.
Oh my God. My mama has been reading like crazy this year too. And I think you guys might be like neck and neck.
Yeah. It definitely helps that I figured out how to listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge thing. Like from a lot of the people that I talk to, that's what they struggle with, is that it's hard to pay attention. They get distracted. And I 100% understand. Definitely a time and a place for everything. So it took some little working on before I was able to figure out how to listen to an audiobook. So
love it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd maybe be halfway there.
Right?
Well, I definitely added a couple to my to be read list. What about you?
For sure. I'm really interested in the Rose one. I almost called it the Rose Gold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one by Quinn, last name. So I'm very interested in that book. And there are a couple others that I'm going to go back and...
Sorry, guys, that was Norbert.
But I'll go back and definitely adding some of those to my, to be read pile. Easy for me to say.
I love that. So, okay, Sarah, if you had to pick something that you read this year that you would put on your favorites, do you have like an author or a title you'd want to share?
This was so hard. So hard to choose.
There was a lot of good books this year.
Yes. And it's so crazy because actually most of my favorite books I read at the beginning of the year. So going back and looking at my list, I was like, I read that this year. I thought I read that last year, and I didn't. It was this year. So I couldn't decide because me being me, I have to have two. I picked Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson, which is not a new book, but it was new to me.
Oh,
and
so good.
It was just so powerful. And then my other favorite book this year was The Power of Knowing God by Tony Evans. And interesting, neither one of those books are fiction. So, no. So,
Which is interesting because you really don't read a lot of nonfiction. No. I'm the nonfiction reader.
So,
yeah.
What about you?
You're growing.
I know, look at me. She's going places, folks.
Okay, so when I was thinking about this question, I picked an author and then I picked a book.
Okay.
So my favorite book from this year, I think, is also one of your favorites. I picked Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas.
Oh, fantastic.
I know. And I can't remember if we had mentioned this previously on the podcast, but if we haven't, or if we haven't, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but hands down best prequel I've ever read.
Yes.
Yeah.
Angie Thomas, she is magic. The way that she writes.
It reads like nonfiction. I mean, it's so believable.
Yes. Oh, she's just so great.
Yeah. It's the prequel to The Hate U Give. So if you, you could certainly read Concrete Rose before The Hate U Give, but really I personally would say read them in the order that she wrote them.
Yes.
I think it really adds something to it, to meet the dad as a child later and really kind of go back and see how much everybody's grown and how they got where they were. And
yes, agreed.
It's just, and I cried.
And you get attached,
cried.
like you're attached to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I may go back and read those.
Oh, they're so good. And then the other one, the author that I picked, because I couldn't decide between the two books. Now, I didn't rate them 5 stars. I gave them 4 stars out of 5. But I really want to go through and read all the rest of her books. But it's Taylor Jenkins Reid. And so some people might recognize her name, but she actually wrote Malibu Rising, which I know a lot of people were doing for like one of those, I think it was like Reese Witherspoon's book club or something like that. And that's sort of where I found the title. But then her other one is Daisy Jones and the Six, which was on the bestsellers forever. Yeah.
That one I recognize.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still with me. I struggle sometimes with bestsellers because I don't like being told that I'm supposed to like something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like it because I like it. I want to have my own feelings. So I tend not to read when something's on the bestsellers list. So as you can see with Daisy Jones, I am years behind everybody else. But what she writes really well. She weaves an incredible story together. Especially Daisy Jones. I mean, when you read it, it's like you're watching a documentary. It's so true and so believable, and the character development is there and the story is there. And what was cool is I read Malibu Rising before Daisy Jones and the Six, but they were published in the opposite, order.
Okay.
But as I was reading Daisy, there was this one scene where they're talking about this like party, and there's this character that comes in and like his name is mentioned and he's maybe kind of there for like a page, but it's actually a character that she used later in Malibu Rising.
Okay.
And so it was kind of neat to be like, oh my goodness, I know that guy. Yeah. So I was like, wow.
We're all friends.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, it's like you never know where an author gets their ideas or where they build a story from. And so it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
So, well, I don't know. Are you reading anything new right now, or what are you on?
I actually am, and I would look it up real quick, but it would take me a minute to do. But I am reading. We're in the month of December, and usually I read my sappy, Christmas romance books because I'm a sucker for them. And so there's 2 books that I'm reading right now. And so the Christmas one I'm reading is called So This Is Christmas, and it's actually a new YA book. It's by Tracy Andre. Nope, I said that wrong, but it's okay.
We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah. But that one, and then I'm also reading, I didn't know, and I was like, I've read all of Karen M. McManus's books, which I thought that you had too. I thought I had. Yeah, there's one that I hadn't read, and I'm reading it right now, and it's called You'll Be the Death of Me.
Oh, that's right. That's the one that just came the other day.
Yes, and I am about 45 pages into it, and I'm loving it so far.
Okay.
I'm like, how did I not know about this? I'm pretty sure I follow her on Instagram too. So
I might need that one after you because I enjoyed her other ones.
Yeah, so good. She's the author that wrote like One of Us Is Lying and stuff. But those are what I'm reading. What about you?
Okay. I just restarted because so I'm starting to prep for my January book clubs. And so I started my audiobook on my run this morning, and it was A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. That's one of the titles for January. And so I'm only like maybe 40 minutes to an hour into it. And it was like as soon as it started, I read it originally in 2013, if I remember correctly, and I loved it. But as soon as it started, I was like, oh yeah, I'm here again. I forgot how much I love this book. I don't know what it is about it. There's just something about the characters and the time period and, Brooklyn. And I'm kind of excited to keep going and have all of it sort of come flooding back to me because I know it's been a while. So it's like, I'm sure I've forgotten plenty of things, so I don't know. Yeah, it started right in and it put me right back there. And I was like, oh yes, this is the one.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So it's good. I don't know. There's not too much else. I guess I'll just say that we have a lot of stuff coming for 2022. So we have a whole year of fun things to look forward to. I know for Chapter Chats, my afternoon book club, we're actually doing an exploration of genres this year.
Fun.
Yeah, so as a group, we picked out, like a mystery and a biography and travel writing and spiritual writing. And I think we also did, what else did we do? A thriller, a humor. Humor was the one that they really wanted. So I'm kind of excited about that one because it's a book that they picked that has been on my list for a while now. So that's going to be a really good time. And then my evening book club, the Who Picked This Book, we finally have, a decent amount of regulars and stuff where I had them all give me a few suggestions and I saw what was available. And so literally the members have picked the books for next year. So I'm really excited because each month we'll get to have our first question be, okay, who picked the book? And they're going to be like, it was me,
Oh,
So I think that'll be, really fun to kind of reveal some of that stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, is this it?
I think this is it. And we'll have plenty of teasers, I think, for January. Oh, one more thing.
Okay.
January 6th.
Yeah.
From 5 to 7 p.m. If anyone's interested in the Mulberry Civic Center, I will be hosting a Janet Ivanovich fan party.
Fun.
Yes. So trivia, games, snacks.
Oh, how fun.
Just no required reading. I don't care if you've read one book about Stephanie Plum or you've read all of them, including Janet Ivanovich romance novels. It doesn't matter. Just come have fun with us. So we're excited.
I haven't read any of hers, but I may try to read one real quick so I can get in that party.
There you go.
How much fun. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a happy holidays. Have a happy new year. Just enjoy time with your families, friends.
Definitely.
And we'll see you in the new year. We'll see you next year.
Yes. See you in 2022.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.